Yes, hello and welcome to another vlog from Ben Our Rider. Today we're testing out the Honda PCX 2023 model. It's a 125cc, 12.5 horsepower scooter with, I think, 11.5 Newton meters. The changes to the previous year, we have a wider rear tire for better grip, and we have keyless go. I thought we had keyless go before, but okay, I don't test ride it every year, but okay, this now has keyless go. It has full LED, full LED lighting. Actually, I like it very much. We will get to the controls, the display and the storage space now. On the left hand side we have the brake lever for the rear. Drum brake, I have to stress, it's not a disc brake, it's a drum brake, and drum brake usually means we also do not have any ABS in the rear. The biggest negative of this whole scooter, other than all the other stuff, I couldn't find anything negative about it. We have a high beam, low beam switch here. We have a horn switch here. We have a turn signal switch here. And all of the plastics, the controls, leave a very good impression, high quality Honda quality. On the right hand side of the handlebar, we have the brake lever for the front disc brake. We have the start stop switch for the idling stop. We have a hazard light switch here, and we have a starter switch here. When it comes to the display, we have an inverted LC display, also kind of standard with Honda. On the left hand side and right hand side we have indicator lights, you know, if there's something wrong or you have to pay attention to, like traction control on or off and ABS and so forth. In the middle we have the LC display. On in the upper left hand corner we have the clock permanently displayed. In the middle we have the speedometer. Underneath we have the bar graph for the fuel tank capacity. Underneath to the left we have the average fuel consumption. I just reset it and it showed 2.5 liters. To the right we have the mileage. We can switch around to trip, which I just reset as I said, and we can turn on or off the traction control. That's all there is to the display. So when it comes to storage space, we have just one cubby hole to the left, which is not lockable, unfortunately. When you lock the scooter, we have a USB-C connection in there, and about 4 of my hands would fit in there. Not necessarily a really huge cubby hole, but I think some stuff you can put in there, no problem. On the right hand side we don't have anything. Well, we actually have the starter switch and fuel and seat opener to the right. Let's look underneath the seat now. So we open up the seat here, we put it to seat fuel, we push the seat button, This is the under-seat storage compartment. We can fit one full-faced helmet on the left-hand side or onto the front here. I will put the picture on the video for you now. And to the rear, yeah, you can put other stuff, gloves and maybe a jacket and stuff like that in there. I think personally there's more space in it than on the NMAX, and it is actually not too bad for a little scooter like that. So this is the Honda PCX 2023 model, and we'll take it out for a little spin. Let's go. So in order to get it started, we just put the ignition switch to the I position, and we press the left hand brake, and we press the starter button, and it comes on very light and soft. So the first thing that you notice when you sit on a scooter, of course, is the seat. Naturally, the seat feels fairly soft. If I compare it to other Honda seats, maybe just another weird impression that I have, but it feels better, a little bit softer. The seating position, I am 175, is not too bad. Actually, it's pretty good. I can sit like here, like on a toilet, or I can put the feet a little bit to the rear. We have quite a lot of foot space there. And to the front, I can put it in an angle up there, even further. Actually, I do like the foot and leg room which you have here on this scooter. It is not too bad for the little scooter that you have here. The controls leave a very good impression. Honda quality plastics. The display is the regular inverted LCD display. Okay, not perfect for, very bright lighting conditions, but you can still see it as long as it's in the shade. You can see everything in there, no problem with that. From the handling and everything, it does actually feel quite nice in the corners. It's very agile and can be handled quite nicely. It is very agile, so especially good for the city, I would say, definitely. But also if you go into the countryside, onto twisty roads, and it doesn't feel like out of balance or so. I had this feeling with some other scooters, but this one here really feels nice, and you really know what you're getting into. The one disadvantage, or the one big disadvantage, I would think, when it comes also to, there was a wet patch, when it comes to safety, is unfortunately we still have the good old drum brake in the rear. And good old drum brake also usually means we do not have ABS. So we only have front ABS, and we have a drum brake and no ABS in the rear. Go. So on the freeway we have a lot of wind from the front. The windscreen is very small, only reflects or deflects the wind onto your chest really. So you have a lot of wind, but kind of a natural airflow, no real big turbulence or so. That's not too bad. You get a lot of wind in the summertime, so that's good. Yeah, it actually feels quite nice at higher speeds here as well. Very safe to ride, to handle. No complaints here, and I think the 12.5 horsepower is also not too bad compared to the other 12.5 horsepower scooters. We go up a steep incline here. It's kind of holding the speed at the moment. Should fall. Still holding the 100 here. Okay, dropping now. Yeah, it's a very steep incline. Anyway, it's pretty good performance, I would say, for a regular 12.5 horsepower scooter. No problems there. And yeah, one thing about the mirrors, actually a very positive point here. What is this guy doing? Why is he so slow with his chairs? The mirrors, they seem to have a very wide distance to the side, so they remind me of my bike. I'm riding an X80V, and we have very good view in the mirrors, actually, on the left and right hand side. I cannot complain. I don't really have to stretch or anything. I can see everything clearly in the mirror, or in two mirrors. I like it very much. Some other scooters have problems with the mirrors where you cannot see anything. Here they're wide enough. On the outside of the scooter you see everything, and I do like it. This is what it looks like in the tunnel or when it's dark outside. As I said, we have full LED lighting on this scooter. And yeah, actually I'll just make my English review shorter and shorter, because there's nothing really to say here. I don't have any complaints about the Honda PCX, except for this one big thing, which is of course the rear drum brake without ABS. I mean, you have to mention that. And come on, Honda, for years now they've been doing this, and people like the PCX, but apparently they are not going to change it. But oh well, what can you do? I cannot do anything. I just can talk about this. Anyways, other than that, it's a very nice and fine scooter, especially for the city, I would say. If you put a top box to the rear, you have storage space. You can go shopping if that is your only vehicle. No problem with that. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks very much for watching. This has been Ride Out. Take care. Bye bye.